The real-life story of serial killer John Wayne Gacy is almost too crazy to be real. Can Gacy, a 2003 B movie with a shoestring budget, do it justice? Stranger things have happened. Welcome to Breakfast Cereal. My name's Josh, and today, by popular request, I'm taking a look at Gacy from 2003. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video for my rating and recommendation on whether to watch or skip. And don't forget to do me a favor, murder that subscribe button. As per usual, before we get going, spoiler alert. This B movie stars Mark Holton as Gacy. Where have I seen this guy before?
You'll be sorry, Pee-wee Herman.
Yep, that's it. But hey, I mean, it also stars a Baldwin.
Fuck you, go home and play with your kids.
No, not Alec. Remember, guys, this is a B movie. Adam Baldwin? Who? He looks familiar. What, is he another one of the brothers? Oh, distantly related. Wow. This script wasn't even good enough for Danny or Billy Baldwin.
Since they're here, I'm assuming this show is being released direct to video.
Whew. This movie's gonna be shit. Anyways, so the distant Baldwin relative plays Gacy's dad in the opening scene. Hold on. Is that supposed to be Gacy as a child? This grown man? I mean, it looks like that one scene from King of Queens when Carrie has that daydream about Doug as a child. I mean, they just put an overweight adult in clothes that are like 3 sizes too small and thought we wouldn't notice? Oof, bad start. If it keeps up like this, it's gonna take a while to get through this one, guys. So anyways, this turns out to be the only flashback scene of the entire film. It acts as pretty much the singular reason and motivating factor behind his future crimes. His dad calls him a jagoff.
Go ahead, hit me, jagoff.
Therefore, he murders over 40 young men later on in life. Something tells me that there must have been a little more going on than just that. But hey, that's the trouble with this movie overall. It just kind of refuses to ever look deeper. I mean, other than their literal focusing on his crawl space under his house every 2 minutes. Although the performance by Francis from Pee-wee's Big Adventure is passable,
you need to show some respect, girl.
There just isn't much on the page for him to work with. It's very two-dimensional. It's a cardboard version of Gacy.
Do you wrestle?
The movie focuses mainly on John's time operating PDM Contractors. That's the construction company that he famously founded as a way to basically, hire and vet young men, some of which he would murder and bury under his house in the crawl space. He's also depicted as a family man. They show us this by having John carve a turkey for his wife and 2 daughters, who look like the Shining Twins. What's more family man-ish than carving a turkey, huh? Good old American family values.
Delicious.
But, John can't even get through a dinner, let alone a day, without all of his neighbors harassing him about the stink coming from his house.
John, I'm sorry to disturb you, but that hideous stench.
That pipe is pumping fucking noxious fluid into it's polluting my garden.
His wife also gets suspicious when she discovers that the big shed, only about 5 feet from their back door, is lit by a single red light bulb and contains nothing but rope, various articles of men's clothing, and a dirty mattress on the ground. Immediately after this discovery, she bumps into John coming out of the crawl space under their house, covered head to toe in dirt. It's 3 a.m. Not one follow-up question. Really? Hey, hon, why do we have a shed with a red light bulb with nothing in it but a few ropes, someone's clothes, and a dirty mattress on the floor? I don't know, I guess that's just a Tuesday at the Gacy house.
Hi, honey.
Anyways, she ends up calling him a jagoff.
You jagoff!
Which apparently is like someone calling Marty McFly a chicken.
What did you call me, Griff?
Never to call me that.
She takes the Shining Twins and leaves. Gacy's free to go about his murdering business unobstructed from here on out. So as far as accuracy is concerned, The movie does give us the disclaimer at the beginning that names and events have been fictionalized, and certainly takes it to heart. Pogo the Clown, of course, makes an appearance, and Gacy even kills while in costume.
You love it.
There is no way that that ever happened, but I'm gonna give the filmmaker a pass on that one. I mean, it's a movie after all, and it's about a real-life serial killer who was also a children's clown. Having him kill in costume is far too tempting a visual to just ignore. It's probably one of the reasons the filmmaker wanted to make the movie in the first place. I think like a lot of people seem to think that Gacy went around murdering people in a clown costume like fucking Pennywise or something.
I'll kill you all.
No.
Kiss me, bad boy.
Otherwise, there isn't much more memorable about this film. There are a bunch of young men that come and go, scene after scene.
You know how much I hate homos?
There are the cops that follow him around. There's his KFC friend. Wait, I guess copyright got in the way. KFC probably wasn't too gung-ho on being represented this way.
So that's why the guys call you the Colonel.
Honestly, the movie just gets boring.
Won't be there long. I made some calls.
But hey, it's also got this guy.
Mr. Gacy?
Love this guy. So did I like this movie? Short answer, no. If you're looking for gore, look elsewhere. There's really very limited violence. If you're hoping for a crazy clown that goes on a spree, watch Dahmer vs. Gacy if you can handle that. But also, if you're looking for a psychological drama, look elsewhere as well. There are very limited attempts to dig into why Gacy committed the crimes. So I guess at the end of the day, I'm just confused as to what this movie is trying to say or who its target audience is. I mean, I could understand the lack of gore if there was more substance to the plot and character development. Or vice versa. I mean, I could understand the lack of character development or plot if it was just a crazy spree film full of gore. But it's got neither. So what does it have? A distant Baldwin relative.
You find that funny?
Francis from Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and this guy. Holy shit. Love that guy. I give Gacy 4 spoons out of 10. So there you have it, Gacy from 2003. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this review. What did you think of my take on this film? What film should I review next? Let me know down in the comments below. I've also done a few other reviews now at this point, so check them out in the playlist. I'll link it up here somewhere. And of course, don't forget to murder that subscribe button, the spoon up there, and hit that notification bell because I've got new killer content dropping all the time.